Tonight, join Ed Kavalee, Glenn Robbins, Mick Molloy, Michala Banas and Merrick Watts as we test their knowledge of the week's events on Have You Been Paying Attention? And now, here's your host, Tom Gleisner.
Thanks for joining us this Monday, September 1. Tonight we welcome a star-studded lineup of contestants. I call them dedicated news watchers. Others have been less kind.
What morons?
A little tough. Meet Triple M Brisbane breakfast host and professional Katie Lang lookalike Ed Kavalee. From the comedy company to Kath and Kim, everyone's favourite actor, Glenn Robbins. Triple M Melbourne breakfast host and a man who 48 hours ago made this bold statement.
I'm going on one of the greatest benders the world has ever seen.
Mick Molloy, ladies and gentlemen, in the studio. Well done.
I'm halfway through it.
Former McLeod's daughter, and that's an image we'll never forget, turned upper middle bogan. Welcome back, Michala Banas. And finally, 2Day FM Sydney breakfast host and series regular, Mr. Merrick Watts. Mick, congratulations on actually making it into the studio.
Thank you. I went to Sydney for two things, to see the Tigers win and to glass red foo. And
Mission accomplished.
Both of those things
win-win.
Extremely well done.
The last 48 hours a bit of a blur?
A bit of a blur, but yep, that's the way it goes.
I'm sure we'll catch up with all the action on Crime Stoppers in a couple of months from now. Michala, welcome back to you. You've just flown in from New Zealand.
I have, yeah. I just went to see my family, my little niece and nephew. My niece is 3, and she's been learning to use the big person's toilet.
It's
my
going
brother,
well?
Yeah, no, it's going right. My brother goes and checks on her, and she's got a bit of a,
Oh dear.
look on her face, and so he gives her a few minutes, goes back and checks on her, and says, "Have you done your poo?" And she said, "No, Daddy, it's still loading." Thank you, iPad.
She needs an app.
It's lovely.
She needs an app for that thing, yeah.
And your niece is 14? Is
Yeah, that's right.
Well, welcome everyone. I think you know how this works. Hands on buzzers. Australia has just agreed to supply what to Iraq? Ed.
Weapons, Tom.
As of this week, Qantas passengers are allowed to do what during takeoffs and landings? Michala.
No, they're allowed to use their iPhones and iPads and electronic
Only
things.
if they're in...
I know, sorry, Michala, but this is how it works.
I was asking Michala, but...
I took a flight the other day, you put it in flight mode, there you go, boom, no worries, you can watch YouPorn all the way home.
OK. I'll give you... Mick.
Can I ask, has anyone here joined the Mile High Club?
No, Nicky, have you?
Just me, is it?
Yeah.
No one else involved, I'm afraid.
It's a solo effort.
And you know what?
Yeah, no. You know what?
Wow, that's the first time a response has got a round of applause, and it was for that. So.
I'm going to give Michala and Ed both 10
Appreciate
points.
that.
They shared the lifting. Who is this wombat and why is he celebrating? Merrick.
His name is... No, I know that he's the... His name is... It's coming in, hang on. It's Patrick.
Amazing. Yes, he's Patrick. Why is he celebrating?
He's Australia's oldest wombat, and he's celebrating because he's just got engaged to Bindi Irwin.
Many reasons to celebrate. He's the largest and oldest living wombat in the world, just turned 29. At 30, he gets a telegram from the Queen. So that's
Very exciting.
I'll pay that one. Why was Education Minister Christopher Pyne so happy on Thursday?
His government car ran over a poor person.
His education reform bill was passed in the lower house. It was a landmark speech from the Education Minister. I'm not sure the other side of the house were quite so interested.
Need to deregulate and free up higher education in Australia.
He's a room Someone's got to show up.
He's a room clearer.
Sarah Hanson-Young has become the first senator to do what? Glenn?
Read a book.
I think she's done that, Mickey.
Clive Palmer.
news already.
That's big news.
Please, someone, Michala.
Big news.
Did she take the ice bucket?
She
challenge?
did the ice bucket challenge. Take a look.
Neurone disease with an ice bucket.
Now, you just see the credibility washing over it, can't you?
It looks like Jackie Lambie has a new man in her life. Oh. Who's the lucky fella?
I don't know who he is, but he's cutting my lunch.
Glenn.
Is it the footballer Glenn Lazarus?
Is indeed.
Lazarus.
Yes, it's not. Sorry.
Well, if you knew, why didn't you say it?
I know Glenn Lazarus. I know he's not Lazarus.
I was. Yep.
Yeah,
Please.
Glenn Lazarus, no romance. He's been appointed leader of the Senate, and they were just celebrating that moment. Glenn, you get the points.
Yes.
Here's Julie Bishop on Tuesday.
This morning I spoke to...
Spoke to who? Tough one, Michala.
Maybe not her stylist.
She can say that.
She can. Michala can say that. Glenn,
Was it John Kerry?
let's find out.
I spoke to Secretary of State John Kerry.
I think Glenn gets the points.
I'm surprised.
Settle down.
Julie Bishop arrived in Nusa Dua on Thursday. What for? Mick.
It was a Schoolies Week reunion from 1922.
It was a slightly more serious meeting.
Nick, that's just so. I mean, she is our foreign minister, and she's doing a wonderful job. She was there for bilateral trade talks. Tom.
No.
What?
You just got bilateral, man. It's got to be bilateral. There's two countries.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't so they could come to agreement about how they are going to spy or not spy on each other.
A code of conduct on intelligence sharing, Merrick.
That's bilateral.
Just because you use the word bilateral doesn't give you the points.
You watch yourself. I will bilateral you in a second.
Merrick gets the points. Paul Keating has revealed that Bob Hawke used to do what in the nude? Glenn.
He used to meet with the ministers in the nude, and they'd take a vote, and Bob was a swinging voter.
You were hearing something there. All right. Glenn, I think you're close enough. He used to take meetings naked by the pool at the lodge. Who is President Obama meeting here? Glenn.
His backing singers?
Slight doo-wop group. Look about the note. Ed.
Guys that worked at KFC in the 40s. Those
Hats
on?
No. Mick.
The Rolling Stones.
I'll put you all out of your misery.
Too young.
It's members of the American Legion, which are kind of their RSL.
Greatest generation.
Obama did something highly unusual at a press conference on Thursday. What was it?
Yes.
A lot of people talking. Nick.
Bit the head off a bat, Tommy.
It was equally shocking, Glenn.
He wore a delightfully beige suit, a lot different from the navy we see tonight. Yes, he wore a different coloured suit.
He wore a tan.
Like Richie Benno.
He did.
There he is there. Tan or taupe, as it's been.
Why is that unusual?
He's only ever been seen in the kind of the dark suit.
Wow. This show is educational.
I think so, Mick. Take a look at this footage from Macedonian Parliament.
Yes. Get in.
What were they fighting about? Michala.
Women's rights.
It's on the agenda for that day, but I think so. Get this, a little more boring. It was the budget, apparently. Tell me, what is this gentleman talking about?
Mr. Irving and I had a few too many drinks and went back to his place where we had a sexual relationship.
Join the dots on that one, Michala.
His Saturday night.
It's actually someone else's Saturday night, Mick.
It's a charity shag, Tommy.
You are
Something
right.
I think you would know all about.
No points for that bit, but you are right. It was a charity shag. But Michala, can you give me some more details?
The whistleblower, what's her name? Jackson's. She was having an affair.
I'll give you 10 points each.
Oh, 10 points. Oh, that's
A top economist stood down during the week for calling Joe Hockey what? Eric.
Competent.
Anyone? Michala.
By his real name, which is Little Fat Bastard.
The words I have here are fat little bastard,
fat
but
little
I think
bastard.
we'll pay that. We've got to take a break. Stick around. Showbiz is still to come. Yeah, pay that. Well, if you're watching, have you been paying attention? And it's a tight contest at the top of the leaderboard. Let's see if we can't have someone make a break from the pack. Qantas has just announced its biggest ever what?
Air hostess.
I think the correct term is flight attendant these days, Mickey, but no. Ed.
Their biggest ever loss.
2.8 billion. This item was sold on eBay last week. What was it? Ed.
That $3 million item was a full body massage from Glenn Robbins. That's...
Mickey. Yeah, and I will say for that you get a happy ending.
Clearly, that's not American Dolls. So I know this. This is the first ever mint condition episode of a Superman comic.
Indeed it
was
is.
sold for that amount of money.
That's good.
A 9-year-old killed her instructor this week. What was she learning to do? Michala.
Fire an Uzi, a machine gun.
A lot of people have questioned why such a young child was allowed near a gun, but clearly there's two sides to the argument.
I don't see it being a problem that a 9-year-old girl is shooting a submachine gun.
Why? Why would you see that as a problem?
They've actually released a range called My Little Uzi.
Oh, that's
Look out for this Christmas.
I think that'll be a real stocking stuffer for Christmas.
All right, we've all seen this Telstra ad.
Welcome back to Connected Ideas with Esther
and Ed.
Rhonda?
Glenn.
Keith.
All right.
We haven't seen it.
Let's have a listen.
with Esther and Anna from Telstra.
Esther and Anna, it's been going.
Because we were dying to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody.
Can't wait for the next episode of that. That is.
Can't wait to get home and impress my friends next Friday.
What happened in Esther and Anna today? Don't tell me. I taped it.
All right, time for a bit of Hollywood glamour. Let's take a trip down the red carpet into the world of...
Oh, finally. Here we go.
What happened at Chateau Miraval in France last weekend, Michala?
Yes, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt got married.
Where are Brad and Angelina spending their honeymoon? Glenn.
Geelong.
Michala.
It's somewhere off Malta. It's an island.
Moxo.
That.
Go.
Go.
No idea who got that first. No one gets it. Red Foo hit the headlines this week. What happened? Merrick.
Somebody tried to put some glass in his glasses for him.
Yeah, close enough. He had a glass bottle thrown at his head in a Sydney pub.
Seriously, though, they've arrested an Irish backpacker called Ronan Keating. He's hope he gets what he deserves.
All right.
I have an alibi.
You were close. I want you to take a look at this ad.
Discover our first anti-aging skincare range to challenge a laser session. Revitalift Laser X3 from L'Oreal Paris. 1. Reduces the appearance of wrinkles. 2.
What's 2 in the Revitalift pantheon? Michala.
Plump something on your face. Just do something plumping to your skin or something.
Let's have... Oh, no, Merrick.
I think it reduces ageing.
That's a good idea for a cream.
Let's have a look.
2. Replump skin.
I feel like such an idiot.
No, Merrick.
I just said that on telly.
Put some of that on my testicles.
Your tits are real. Why do they need replumping? Why do they need replumping?
Let's give them a little.
What's happened to them? Are they deflated? What's
All right, they're clacking away like an executive toy.
To be fair, though, they're currently resting on Michala's shoes. So that's...
We're going to move on to safer ground. In fact, it's The Bachelor.
Finally, some love.
Where did Blake take Chantal for their romantic date? Glenn.
The clinic.
Star City Casino. They had
What
a
a
lovely,
wonderful venue.
lovely meal out. Dessert was prepared by which celebrity chef? Ed.
Oh, it was Curtis Stone, and it did his signature strawberry and rohypnol tart.
It was neither. It was Adriana Zumbo from MasterChef.
We can't. He's in the dark. That could be anyone. That could have been you with some replumping cream. Yeah. No.
with The Bachelor.
A couple of paddle pops and let the rooting begin, I say.
The girls were furious after Blake and Jess did what on the group date? Glenn.
Threw a glass at Red.
Nowhere near the group date. Michaela.
They probably made out or something.
Michaela, you are correct. They kissed. Now, Lorena was furious, and she's a woman of her word.
I have told Jessica and the other girls that if he was to kiss anybody on a group date that I was on, that I would bow out.
Lorena, will you accept this, right?
Blake and Zoe had a romantic beach date on Thursday. Take a look.
And on that note...
What did Blake pull out?
All I'll say is that it was pixelated and...
He pulled out just in time, Tom.
You
can say that.
He pulled out a rose. Have a look. Tell me, who are these people farewelling?
I know this.
Michaela.
They're all farewelling Chelsea Handler from her show.
Chelsea Lately. Quite correct. All right, who is standing next to Iggy Azalea in this photo? Merrick.
Is it Nicki Minaj?
Let's have a look. It's Jennifer Lopez. Who is standing next to Brazilian model Camilla Eves at the end?
Nicki Minaj?
Michaela.
Surely it's her husband, Matthew McConaughey.
Let's have a look. Absolutely correct. Who is in this selfie with Roger Federer?
If that, I'd recognise that earring anywhere. That is Michael Jordan.
Let's find out. Absolutely correct. Who is here next to Anthony Mundine? Merrick.
Is it Mick Gatto?
Or as I've been told to describe him, colourful businessman Mick Gatto. Merrick. The American Ballet Theatre are in Australia for the very first time, performing in what city, Merrick?
Dubbo.
Dubbo made a bid for it but didn't get it, Ed.
In Brisbane?
Indeed.
Which is where you do your breakfast show, Ed.
Thank you very much, Glenn. And it's on which network?
On the... one of the...
Who is this dancing on the bar at a Melbourne nightclub? Oh, Michaela.
In my defence, I was drunk.
Yes,
and
it was nice.
That is... Oh, sorry, you go.
No, go, Glenn.
Glenn.
It's Lady Gaga dancing on the bar.
Glenn, I shall pay that. That brings us to the end of the segment. Don't go anywhere. Sport at Discomfort Zone is still to come. Contestants evenly poised as we make our way through the week.
Just quickly, how's Merrick doing so far on the scoreboard?
Well, he's not exactly leading.
So he's doing that chair proud thing.
He is doing that chair.
I got the email from Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the
He said don't go above 20, and I said that's pretty easy.
While we're chatting, a rather disturbing image of you appeared online this week.
Merrick.
This is Merrick a couple of days ago after a breakfast radio stunt went horribly wrong. Fill in the picture,
Although it does look like I'm trying to be the world's oldest sex worker, it was in fact I had a chili eating competition. It was like a dare, which is the first time it's been done in radio.
We can't do prank calls anymore. So
it was 1.45 million Scovilles, which is the equivalent of 600 jalapenos.
Was it worth it, do you think, at the end of the day?
Well, tomorrow I'm going to one-up it, and tomorrow I'm going to eat Ebola.
Oh, that's fantastic.
2-day listeners.
Watch the ratings come in there.
Let's start this round with a little ice bucket challenge. The phenomena shows no sign of letting up. See if you can identify these recent participants. First, please. Who's that? Mickey.
Pope.
Pope refused, but it's close in terms of the esteem in which he's held. Let's have a look who it actually is. It's Warnie. You were close.
You didn't recognise Warnie?
He is a good friend of mine, and a special cheerio to Shane if you're watching out there.
All right, let's...
Never misses an opportunity.
Never misses it. You'll definitely get this one. Have a look. We've given you a fair bit to play with there. Come on, Glenn.
I recognise that head. Is that Husey?
No. This is not going all that well. Let's have a look who it actually is. It's Steven Spielberg. All right, finally, let's take a look at this one.
Tom.
Okay, it's a lady.
Okay, that helps.
Merrick.
Taylor Swift.
Oh.
She could call, but not a right call. Let's have a look who it actually is. It's Gwyneth Paltrow. Of course, you can't talk Ice Bucket Challenge without talking Ice Bucket Fails. So many to choose from, but I think this is our current number one. Tracksuit, Dax on and deep breath. It's time for...
Good. Here we go.
Anthony Mundine has announced he'll be fighting who? Mick.
Justin Bieber.
Oh, it's a match we'd all love to see
And then he goes
now.
on to fight Orlando Bloom.
It's in fact Belarusian Sergei Rabchenko. But
Yeah, him.
yeah, thank you. It's a little late.
10 points.
Too late.
No?
Anthony Mundine was asked about his future. As always, his answer was unambiguous.
If you lose, will this really be your last fight?
Yeah, probably. Definitely.
Could go either way.
Place. What is going on here? Mick.
She is trying to ignore the voices in her head. Telling her to murder a ball boy, I think is what is going on
It
there.
looked like that for a while. It's a match involving Serena Williams and another player, but anyone know why they're doing that, Michala?
Oh, it's Kimiko. What's her
Yeah, but I
surname?
want to know
Oh,
why.
she's being chased by a bee.
She was being chased by a beak. I'll pay that. Michala, take a look at this clip.
Darts everywhere.
What happened
me.
to the commentary box? Merrick?
A cricket ball hit it, and it smashed it, and that's why it smashed.
If you can tell me who hit the cricket ball, you've got the 10
Oh,
points.
it was.
I'll say Mitchell Johnson.
Let's have a look.
Beautifully struck.
You wouldn't believe his luck. Redfield just wandered in to have a guess. Just walked in.
Okay, but Merrick, I'll give you 10 and Mick 10 because you shared.
That's great. I did
Well, he
deserve it.
said it was hit by a cricket ball.
Well done, Einstein. But how does that in any way answer the question?
Mick. Merrick's not doing very well.
Yeah.
Channel 9 have agreed to let Richie Benno do what this summer? Merrick.
Broadcast from home.
Indeed. Yeah, no, call cricket matches from his lounge room.
Oh, you were laughing because you thought I was dumb, and then I got it.
What event are these fans attending? Mick.
A North Korean military rally of some description.
Sort of in the right geographical area, but it's actually a sporting event. Anyone follow?
It's the Asian Champions League in the soccer.
Guangzhou v Western Sydney Wanderers. What will Formula One driver Jenson Button be doing next year? Glenn.
I think he's taking it off. He's going to do nothing.
Glenn, he's going to be doing nothing, but the whisper is McLaren is going to drop him, so he's not really taking the year off, he's being sacked. Sorry, Glenn, I don't think that...
No, fair enough. Please carry on with your little quiz. I'll just...
He's turned. Because you know what's going on, Tom, and this is true. That 4 or 5 times, Glennie, when Tommy's asked a question, you've just sort of whispered under your breath, "Ooh, I know this one." Now, you need to take those thoughts and put them into a buzzer hit, and then tell this guy the answer. Then you get some points.
Because when you said doing nothing, I thought you meant sit in that chair for a while.
As I said, carry on with your little quiz.
I'm attempting to. The Basketball World Cup kicked off on Saturday. In what country is it being played? Merrick.
It's in Spain.
Correct. What event are these fans attending?
To take on the best.
It's a Palmer United party get-together. Choosing candidates for their next election?
No, it's not pre-selection for the Palmer United Party.
Darts, mate. It's the Sydney Darts Masters.
Sydney Darts Masters, indeed. All right, greyhounds. The meet at Cranbourne was thrown into chaos on Wednesday when what happened? Mickey.
A parole officer turned up.
It was equally disruptive. In fact, it was heavy fog.
And the green light's on.
Goodness knows where they are. The lure's going. That's about all I can see. Well, I can't see the lure even, I can hear it. I've got no idea where the dogs are. The race is over, I think.
We'll take a break. Back with more right after this. For a Discomfort Zone, we've chosen a topic that we're reasonably confident will not be of natural interest to each of our contestants. Glenn, let's kick off with you, and your special subject is ballet. The American Ballet Theatre are in Brisbane. What classic work will they be performing?
Puppetry the penis, Tom.
Not involved.
I will go. I only know one, and I'll go for the Swan Lake. Is it?
You're correct, Glenn. Well done. All right, Merrick.
Okay.
David Attenborough was talking hyenas tonight.
Yep.
What is a group of hyenas called? The collective noun for hyenas.
A murder.
No, it's close. It's the crows, isn't it?
It's
Murder of
crows.
crows.
I knew that too, but...
If you think of what hyenas do, and then that might be
I'd say
some
pack.
Pack of hyenas. In fact, it's a cackle.
A cackle.
Cackle of hyenas.
That's how they describe the girls on The Bachelor as well.
Cackle of contestants. Mickey.
Yeah.
The Bachelor. On Thursday, what did the ladies have to make for Blake?
Oh.
You lined them all up on the group day,
Jeez.
and they all had to prepare something for him.
Dinner.
I reckon a few of them might have made a rabbit stew. A couple of bunny boilers there.
Mick, when you say dinner, food is
I say
a clue.
dinner.
No,
I'm going with dinner. I'm going with pre-dinner. I'm going with a bucket of Kentucky. I'm going with...
You're so close, but it's the other end of the meal. They had to bake a cake.
Had to bake a cake, Tommy.
Okay. Love to give it to you, but a little late. Ed,
Hello.
awards night fashion. Who's this looking glamorous at the MTV Video Music Awards?
Jackie Lambie.
Okay, let's rule her out.
Video Music Awards.
Yeah, the VMAs, they were on...
She's not wearing much. Like, is that a gown, Michala? Is that a... What is that? What do you call that? Is that a gown?
Technically, that would be a gown.
Or just a sort of series of...
Bits missing on it.
Yeah, there's obviously bits missing. She's got it cheap.
Has it been attacked by a cackle of hyenas?
Possibly just up to is...
I'm going to go with Mrs. Jay-Z, Beyonce.
I'm afraid it's Jennifer Lopez.
She did that on purpose.
Wow. All right, Michala.
Oh, no.
One-day cricket. The series with Zimbabwe and South Africa is currently being played in what city?
Legoland.
You can accept help or you can choose to ignore it.
It's not fucking Narnia.
If you dream hard enough, it is.
It's not Geelong.
Is it Devonport?
It's not Devonport. Michala, it's South Africa, Zimbabwe or Australia. It's not been played here, so... Not being played here, so...
Sydney.
It's not being played here,
Zimbabwe.
so... It's been played at a city... Yeah, you've got the right country. Just give me any city in Zimbabwe. So easy.
Any city in Zimbabwe. Pick from the 30 that you know.
It's been played in Harare.
You know what's great? I actually gave you the answer and then you ignored me.
There you go.
When?
Oh, just before, when I was right next to you.
Enough discomfort. It's time to step back into the lab. Professor, if you will.
Science.
Of a sort. Tell me, what are we looking at here?
That's the Northern Lights, Tommy.
As seen from space. Cannabis is now being used to treat what? Mick.
Boredom.
I think that's a long historic antecedent. Glenn.
Psychosis.
I mean, I shouldn't.
Did the voices tell you that one?
So it creates it and gets rid of it at the same time.
No, Glenn, I'm afraid it's schizophrenia. Men who eat tomatoes are less likely to develop what? Merrick.
Salad.
Long for salad. No, it's actually it's a disease. You eat tomatoes, less likely to get Michala?
Prostate cancer?
Is indeed the correct answer. Waking up confused and disoriented now has a technical name.
Come on.
I'm afraid Michala got in.
Molloyed.
Okay. It's sleep drunkenness, they've termed. There you go. And that brings us to the end of the segment. Rapid recall and our winner. Welcome back. It's the final segment and a lot to play for tonight. The WHO has put out a warning against what? Mick.
Bubbling.
In fact, it's e-cigarettes.
E-cigarettes, yeah.
Facebook have said they're cracking down on what? Merrick.
Fake names, fake accounts.
Clickbait.
That's right.
Iconic Australian brands King G, Hard Yakka and Stubbies have just been bought by who? Mick.
Victoria's Secret.
If only, Glenn.
Russell Coit.
A bit of applause
there for an iconic Australian comedy character.
It'd be a lovely thought, Mickey. It's Wesfarmers. Australian construction workers are worried that what might be taken away from them.
RDOs.
Indeed, they're not happy. Grunting in tennis is found to have what effect? Merrick.
It makes them less attractive.
It does, but it's a positive effect. Apparently, it increases ball velocity by 3.8%.
It has the same effect in the bedroom, Tommy.
Is that right? This invitation was sent out around the world during the week. What's it for? Michala?
That's the release date for the iPhone 6.
Indeed, it came from Apple. Princess Mary attended a concert in Copenhagen given by what group of Aussie musicians?
It was in a string group, a string quartet, chamber orchestra.
The Melbourne...
Yeah.
Oh, Michala.
Oh, it's
Go
Melbourne
on.
Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah, snuck in there.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but you said everything except the name I wanted. Plectrum Electrum is the new album from who? Merrick?
Prince, I know that.
And his band, Third Eye Girl, Glenn.
Sorry, I thought Andre Rieu, but anyway.
What are these people doing? Ed.
Aerobics Oz style? Is it bad?
This is aerobics Turkish style. They're making a human portrait of Turkey's first president. Ataturk. Take a look. It's rather impressive.
That is not bad. I know Ataturk. That's just like him.
He's known as the father of Turkey.
Yes. Thank you, Merrick. No points. All right. What will no longer be seen on the MCG scoreboards? Merrick.
Collingwood.
Sadly. Just for this year. That's it. Gambling. Gambling ads.
Points, Mickey.
Got a buzz and then get the answer before I get it. Nick. This house is up for sale. Who lives in, or rather, who lived in it, Mick?
It's one of the Snowtown killers, Tommy.
Is it?
You're half right. It was, in fact, Ned Kelly lived in that house.
He lived there. What a dump.
There's a palace for them.
Rob Banks.
And he didn't get his bond back either.
A piece of cake just sold in London for $1,375. What was so special about it,
It
Michala?
was Charles and Diana's wedding cake, piece of their wedding cake.
Oh, looks good.
Which of these... and that brings us to the end of the show, and our winner is Michala Banas. With a moment from a Greek current affairs show proving that when it comes to big issues, you can never have too many commentators. No idea. See you next week.